Good morning, gardening friends. I'm Lark, and I'm in Wisconsin, Zone 4-5. I'd like to show you an update on my veggie garden in cinder blocks. My asparagus is not in cinder blocks. That's directly in the ground. That's the newest bed last October with a lot of reseeds. I also have sprinkled in there chamomile, Gloriosa daisies, some amaranth, Hopi amaranth. Probably 3 plants there. It'll get sun a little later. It's only about 6:30 in the morning here. Flatleaf parsley, some cilantro that had seeded itself outside the bed, flowers, cosmos and bachelor buttons are planted around my 1-year-old raspberries. They're doing super. I have given them worm tea. Nasturtiums, sweet basil, Italian basil, some holy basil, and I just started some more holy basil because this here seems to be flowering really fast, going to flower fast, and I think it might be because of the cinder blocks being confined in the cinder blocks, so I'm going to plant some in the garden too. My peas, got to pick tomorrow. Also, the other herbs I have in here are creeping thyme and some sage, oregano, Greek oregano, 1 plant of lavender. The rest I planted outside of the cinder blocks. I'll show you. This is tansy, great companion plant. My cherry tomatoes. All this I started from seed in the house using mostly the paper towel method, not for the tomatoes, but most of the seeds, paper towel method of germination. And then I used my clear totes for mini greenhouses. That's these 2 are in here are cherry tomatoes. And then this is my celebrity. I started early, February 1st. It was the earliest, so it had it was about 2 foot high when I put it in here, and also had the tomatoes, the flowers on it. Cayenne peppers, lettuce. All this is a great companion plant, is what I read. There's some green onions in there too. Green onions and lettuce and peppers, all like tomatoes. Some nasturtiums. Should look pretty orange in there to add color to the garden, and edible, and also look pretty. My chamomile, calendula. Most of this I have down in the bog area too. Broccoli. My mailbox, hold my tools. Cilantro, vortex beans, getting flowers on them. Broccoli and kale. I did try kale chips, but I used the young leaves and they were too thin, so now I'm going to use the older leaves and see if I get a thicker chip. I just blanched my celery. We'll see how it works. Of course I planted way too much celery, but I'll freeze it. Sorrel, red vein sorrel, the borage, Red Bull, I think that's Red Bull beets. I put some marigold seed in there too, a little late, but they're starting to bud. And then my lavender, I planted up against the cement brick here to keep it warmer during the winter. It'll keep it from the wind, and then the brick holds heat. And I started that inside also. It's a nice size plant right now, starting from seed. And very fleshy, thick. Lettuce succession planting is doing super. I need to start some more though. And I'll plant it in mostly shade. This red lettuce is so pretty. I think it's called Radaceous. The onions over here are Alyssa Craig and Red Wing. And they're standing up pretty good. The wind hasn't got to them, or the rain. Now the onions over here are doing okay too. And these are the candy onions. And I'm hoping that them laying over on their side, they're okay. Some of them are. Some more beets. I'm letting some butter crunch lettuce go to seed. My carrots are the only thing that I can think of that I direct seeded. And I used a salt shaker. And that worked really good, that they're not planted too thickly. I can thin a little of them and eat them as they get bigger. But it seemed to work good. My Blue Lake bush beans, doing super, getting flowers on them. I am fertilizing with worm tea. I used some Epsom salts. Now I'm making comfrey tea. There's some more cayenne peppers back there and bell pepper. And then there's cucumbers behind that. It's growing up the trellis that the peas are on. So when the peas are done, the cucumbers will have full reign of this trellis. Big beef tomato and brandy wine over there. These are my Vortex beans. Really like them. I think they're getting enough sun here. Be easy to pick on either side. I also have some herbs over in these cinder blocks, and these are new and seeded in spring. This is winter thyme, wild oregano, some flat leaf parsley, some kale, more of the yellow. That was a succession planting because the other one in the other garden is bigger. Kohlrabi. And then over here I have flowers and herbs. I have lemon balm, new planting, a lemon balm. My old one is in more shade. And then this is all bee balm. A cucumber, Japanese long cucumber. Down in the bog, I've harvested cucumbers. Market more. Now the one over here, back in there, by the trellis, is another market more, but a succession planting. So at least I'm getting cucumbers now. And again, I started those indoors. My comfrey, I cut a couple weeks ago, coming back, making comfrey tea. I think it was 3 weeks ago. This will be cut this week. And another bucket started because I am brewing my comfrey tea right now. And this is the 3rd week, and I think I'll use it next week now. So that's it, my friends, for my gardens up here using the cinder blocks and the lasagna method of gardening, layers and layers of leaves and grass clippings and wood ash and worm castings and what else do I put on there? Coffee grounds. It's working. This bed is the oldest one with the lasagna method and the most fertile. And then this bed here has had it for its 2nd year. And I can't believe the bean leaves. They're doing super. So thanks for tuning into my channel. Take care, my friends.